Hey girlfriends, and welcome back to another episode of Trash or Stash, where I show you guys some of the products that were featured on the channel and my final thoughts and reviews on them. So I've used every product all the way down to the very last drop. These are empty jars. So the first product I'm going to start with is my all-time favorite, and this is the Olive Oil ORS Smooth and Hold Pudding. You guys have seen this featured in so many tutorials, guys. Like, when I got my hands on this pudding, I pretty much went insane with it. I used it for a bunch of protective styles, a lot of braided and twisted styles. I fell in love with this product. This product runs for about $5 to $6. I did get it courtesy of Family Dollar, and you can find this in your local Family Dollar store, so it's super cheap. You can do pretty much anything with it. I love doing molded styles, like I said, twists, braids, anything of that nature. This is a great moisturizer. So would I trash it or stash it? I would stash it. I would totally go purchase this on my own, y'all. Like, y'all know I'm cheap and I love to save my coins. So $5 to me is not too bad for this 13-ounce jar. Next up, we have the L'Oreal Paris. This is their Extraordinary Oil Curls and Nourishing Shampoo. Now, this was a 3-step formula. It was a shampoo, conditioner, and a deep conditioner. I featured the deep conditioner in my episode 1 of Trash or Stash, so if you missed that episode, be sure to check that out to see what I felt about the deep conditioner. But this is for the shampoo. This is another drugstore item, and I did fall in love with this. Not so much for my own hair, but for my mom's hair. I did like it on my own hair, but I loved it on my mom's hair. So this shampoo runs between $3 to $5 depending on where you find it. I found it in Target for about $3. I'll have everything linked in the description box below, but it's super cheap and affordable, and it gets the job done. It doesn't leave your hair feeling stripped or dry at all. It leaves your hair feeling nice and healthy and cleansed. You guys have seen this shampoo featured in my mom's TWA wash day routine. I used their entire line on her hair when she first lost her hair and it was growing back in. These are the products that I was using on her hair, other than the Art Rosalia products, which are a tad bit more expensive. But like I said, these products get the job done. I loved the collection. So would I trash it or stash it? I would totally stash this. I would totally purchase this on my own, especially for my mom's hair. Like I said, her hair took really well to it. Her hair was really nice, soft, and shiny at the end. Now moving on into the Pantene Curl Mousse. This was for curly hair. Now I got this a while back. I got this when I first went natural. I didn't know what products to purchase at the time, obviously. I figured I have curly hair. I should be purchasing curly hair products. That's all I really knew. So the first thing I went for was a mousse, which clearly for my texture of hair, 3C4A, somewhere around that nature, kinky hair, you wouldn't really use mousses on our hair. So I can already tell you guys that I wasn't really feeling it at first. I had it for almost a year and a half, 2 years, maybe even longer than that. I've had this for a minute and I just started to play back in it. Now it pretty much foams up like a regular mousse. It's really nice. Did I like it for my own hair? Like I said, absolutely not. But I did try it on my deep wave, Brazilian deep wave hair from Beauty Forever, and I did somewhat like it. It gave it a little bit of a hold, but I still wasn't really feeling it too much. It does have maximum hold. It's a number 4, but I really didn't see that maximum hold whatsoever. So would I trash it or stash it? I'll probably trash it. I wouldn't buy it again, honestly. I found better mousses out there. I didn't really like it too much, and it cost about $6 for this bottle. So yeah, trash it. The My DNA moisturizing hair butter. Now y'all can already tell just from these 2 jars alone, have I loved it or not? Absolutely. I am in love with the My DNA products. This is, if I'm not mistaken, a Black-owned company, so they definitely know everything about our hair. They know our texture, they know our needs and our concerns for our natural hair, and I think they've got the formulas down packed when it comes down to their hair butters. So you guys have seen this featured in some of my Bantu knot tutorials. I did a few braid and twist styles, and you guys, if you have not already checked out my haunted hairline, which is my Halloween video, I featured it in there, did a little special feature. This has become one of my favorite products. Every time I wash my hair and I twist my hair, I'm twisting it with this product. Now I did get onto my last jar. You guys can see here I have 2 here. I just trashed 1. I have been like harboring their products. I love these hair butters. Absolutely love them. So would I trash it or stash it, I would definitely stash it. This is a little bit on the mid-range price point. These butters cost about $10 a jar. Remember, this is a semi-small owned business. They just got into Sally's Beauty Supply recently, just starting to become commercial. But I promise you guys, even though there's a little bit in the jar, it's like amazingness in the jar. So if you can't afford to hand over that extra $5 in your budget when it comes to hair butters or moisturizers, I would definitely recommend the My DNA hair butter. It is life, and it smells amazing too. Last but not least, we have the Go Intense by Dark and Lovely Soft Sheen Carson, and I got my box dye in a color number 74, which was their Radiance Copper. Now, you guys have seen this featured in a few tutorials. I did a how to dye virgin hair with box dye at home. I also dyed my Brazilian body wave from Beauty Forever, that little bob cut. I used this hair dye on it. I did like the hair dye. It does a really good job of tinting the hair and giving that nice, like they say, radiance and shine to the hair. When you go outside, you can see the tint of the color. If you want to go a little bit brighter, obviously you would have to bleach first. But speaking straight on the box and exactly how the hair dye will work on itself without a bleach, I think it did a wonderful job. That hair was jet black and it had a nice little brownish tint to it. Like I said, if I go out in the sun, you can definitely see the color. So I think they did a really good job with this formula. You can find these for about $5 to $6 depending on where you purchase it from. But when I trash it or stash it, me personally, I would trash it. I wouldn't purchase it again, just because I'm familiar with color. I know how to mix my own colors and bleach hair. So I personally really don't have a reason to purchase it again. Like I said, I'm familiar with color, so I really don't have a reason to purchase it. But if you are a beginner, I do feel like this would be a great starting point. You can't go wrong with a box dye, especially on virgin hair, as long as you don't use it on your natural hair and like permanently mess up your hair. I think this is a good beginner's point. And like I said, it only costs between $5 to $6 depending on where you get it from, so you're not really breaking the bank. Whereas if you were to lighten hair yourself, you'll be buying like lightening powder, developer, all that kind of stuff. So not too bad, but me personally, I would trash it. So last but not least, which ones were my favorites? My top 3 favorites out of these 5. The My DNA Curls, like I told you guys, was my number 1. I give this an all-time 5 stars on my list. Next up is the Olive Oil ORS Smooth and Hold Pudding. That's my number 2. And last but not least, the L'Oreal Paris Extraordinary Oil Curls Nourishing Shampoo was my number 3 favorite. So that's all the products that I have for today's installment. Be sure to check out the previous episode to see all the other products that I've tried out and my final reviews on them. I'm going to go ahead and trash these products since they're down to the last drop, like I said. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Be sure to check out the description box below for more videos like this. I love you guys, and I'll see you guys in the next video.